Hello and welcome to pmclounge.com, and this is an expected question that we are covering in Lounge Fever today. By the way, Lounge Fever is our series where we cover questions that are submitted by you, questions that come from our viewers. So in the dependencies video where I talked about the three main types of dependencies, I didn't talk about a dependency which is called start to finish or SF dependency. And I was expecting somebody to send a comment, send a tweet, or ask me this question directly on what is start to finish dependency and why is it not uh, one of the main three dependencies that we have talked about. Well, it is not important because you almost never see it in the exam. And the other thing is, it is difficult to understand and comprehend the start to finish dependency. So in this video, we'll give it a shot and let me know in the comments if you're able to walk out of this video unconfused, not confused about what exactly start to finish dependency is. All right, let's get ahead. So if you look at the definition first, it is a logical relationship in which a successor activity cannot finish until a predecessor activity has started. So the successor activity, it cannot finish. The security guard one, the first security guard's duty cannot end until the security guard 2, the second security guard's duty begins. So security guard has a very important duty, has a very important function in any organization, in any kind of establishment. And his or her duty cannot end unless and until the duty of the next person in line, the next security guard, his or her, the second security guard's duty doesn't begin. So this is a classic example that you will find everywhere on the start to finish dependency or start to finish logical relationship. So let's look into some more examples. Now, more examples come from the fact that there is another definition to the SF dependency, which is the completion of the word used here is completion. The completion of the successful activity depends on the initiation of the predecessor activity. So the completion of the successor activity here is totally dependent on initiation or beginning of the predecessor activity. Another point is an activity must start. So this is one activity. It should start before another can finish. And the example here is to begin singing, music must already start. So music has started and only after that a song can begin, right? So this is an example which is a bit confusing, I can understand, but this example is also quoted in the Hit First book, so I thought of taking this example up. But this is also another definition and another example of the start to finish dependency. I expected that if you're confused already. So you don't have to worry because the fact is this kind of dependency almost never shows up in the PMP exam. And not just that, right? This almost never shows up on your real life project network diagrams as well. So this doesn't show up in your real life projects as well, and this doesn't show up in the PMP exam as well, and that is why this is not one of the top 3 dependencies that we have already talked about. I'll share a link to that video in the description if you want to brush up your concepts of the other 3 dependencies, which are the major dependencies that will show up in your exam and that will show up in your real life project network diagrams as well. I'll share a link to them in the description. Go over it and don't sweat about the start to finish dependency if you're still confused. A lot of people ask us what books to buy. So pmclounge.com/resources. This is your page where we have listed the books that we recommend for the PMP preparation. And that is all that we had in this video. If you have any question for us to cover in Lounge Fever, drop them in the comment and we'll definitely answer or create a video on it if it's helpful for other folks as well. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon if you haven't done so already. Do hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to check out the website pmclounge.com, your number one free PMP resource. Thank you.